Hi, I'm Jeslyn, and today we're gonna talk about prices of real estate in Malaysia due to this current situation, which is now we're facing the pandemic COVID-19. So by now, global economies have been suffering from prolonged lockdowns because of the COVID-19, right? And we all aware that ever since March 2020, Malaysia took an initiative to control the spread of the virus by doing the restrictions of movement control order. So honestly, I believe that people from the entire world are all financially affected, where some got fired, some got decrement in their salaries, businesses cannot run as smooth as before this pandemic happened, and so on. So it will absolutely affect the economic too, because no money equal to no transactions, and no transactions equal to economic growth legitly affected. Same goes to the real estate industry. Now let's focus in Malaysia. So nowadays, price for property drop because of the economy now is sick. Adding up with the problems of overhang property, it also be the reason why developers low down the price. Can you imagine that even in normal life, before the COVID-19 becomes the world's problem, there are a lot of overhang property. So Kuala Lumpur is now facing the sharpest drop overall. What comes in my mind is it must be started with the international travel restriction, because we all know that KL is the focal point for foreign interest. Also, Sheldon Fernandez, the country manager of Property Guru, once said, luxury properties in KL are targeting the international investors. Not only that, since everyone is financially affected, there are a lot of home buyers move to places which provide more spacious living at affordable price. Even I would rather do the same. Now let's talk generally without mentioning any places. So to me personally, price change when demand and supply change. So when there's too many overhang property, developers have no options other than to reconsider the asking price. It is way better than to just let their properties overhang. Also, when demand increase while supply at that time isn't ample, then the probability for the asking price to increase is bigger. So I guess this can relate to those who lose their job and then going back to their hometown to live with their parents because they cannot afford to pay for the accommodations, which will lead to the landlord got no income and indirectly cannot afford to buy another property. So do to those who have savings to buy property in the future, but forced to use the saving for them to continue their life. Price of properties nowadays are different in both sides, where it doesn't really affect the B40 because all they think now is just how to stay alive, while it is a big advantage to those wealthy people where they see this as a wise investment. So which one is your point of view?